Um, yeah. So again, how long have you been working? Like, as a when did you get to the point where you were comfortable to release your work to people?
As far as attempting to get gallery shows, that started in the late 80s, early 90s, sometime around then.
Cool, man. That's cool. And then, so we were talking about like most of these coming from like a dream state, or some of them coming from dream state. Okay, so like for instance, with this one right here, what are these guys?
Oh,
Very
they're
cool.
roasting colored marshmallows, which I remember years ago from when I was little. The supermarkets used to have colored marshmallows, not the little kind,
Right.
but the big kind, and they were like some of the Mexican markets have just white and pink, but I remember years ago there were the regular sized marshmallows in all different colors.
Mm-hmm. Cool, man. And then, like, do these creatures represent something to you? Is that like what you see yourself
No.
as a child, or is this just that was the inspiration at the moment?
It was just maybe something they were figures, people, or beings I imagined,
That's awesome.
creatures I imagined.
Okay. And then, like, for instance, with this this space piece here, was that like a dream you had about like you possibly wanted to go to space, or have you ever thought about going to space? And
I've thought about it sometimes. That this is an idea I had about a ship or a space bottle or pod that would do work out in space.
Mm.
They come off from the space station, and
What kind of work would the
it's construction, repair,
Okay.
and Sun Ra's also been a big influence.
Sun Ra, the jazz musician?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's just, a lot of the stuff is space themed. And the night of First Friday when I left here, I saw that gallery a few doors down this way had a TV in the window with his movie Spaces the Place playing.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, it was filmed in Oakland
Mm-hmm.
back in 1972.
Right on. Did you get a lot of influence from jazz, or it's various types, or was
Not
it specifically
necessarily.
Sun Ra that?
Yeah, it was more of his space image and otherworldly
Mm.
look and themes. Like the tune Space Probe in particular is a favorite of mine.
Very cool. And then
I finished this on his birthday too, by the way.
on Sun Ra's birthday.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
photographed when it was still wet to meet a submission deadline. Got a photograph that day.
That's cool. That's very cool. I'm actually now really curious. Do Sun Ra's like ideas of space, like, do you agree with a lot of them, or like how do you
Some of them.
figure into them? Like, what is your thinking thought
I
process
mean,
about that?
I agree with the way he sees other worlds as being better than this one.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And then that, I guess, will take me to this top piece up here. It looks like he's coming down from space. What's going on? up
Yeah,
there?
that was inspired by the Uriah Heep song Rainbow Demon.
Mm.
He is coming down from space and responding to a love vibration transmission along with a
So
fleet
what-
of flying
what is that?
saucers. It's a mental message sent out through telethought. The person sunbathing on the roof is doing it. It's the bright rosy pink color,
Okay. And so what is
tinctured with gold.
so? What was the phrase you used? Love.
Vibration transmission.
Love.
It's in the title. The Rainbow Demon goes cruising in response to a love vibration transmission.
And was that a lyric from that specific song that you?
No,
Different
it's just
That's your own. Your
addition
your own
to it.
addition.
Yeah.
Nice. And so, how do you think? Like, do you use that a lot in your works? Like, the love vibration transmission idea.
Either love, life, or light is a theme I'm going to use a lot more,
Mm.
especially anything that's brightly colored.
Mm. And
Like love is rosy pink, life is azure blue, and light is golden yellow.
okay. And is that like to stray away from doing darker pieces, or is that just
It's something I've found myself doing since I moved to California. It's just not something I've deliberately made a point of.
Right. And do you think that stems from like being in a place of happiness, like with where you are artistic? Cool. That's awesome, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude. And then actually, what's going on with this one?
It's called The Joy of Life. And it's just, it's a hard one to put into words, really. But it's a happy picture and someone apparently either existing in a non-physical plane or moving to a non-physical plane.
Is it like nirvana in a sense? Like reaching that state?
Being on the way there, possibly, yes.
Okay.
And sometimes ideas come to me in picture form, so putting them into words isn't always easy.
Understood. That's really cool. And then what's this? I'm just actually really curious. The blue character in the Joy of Life piece.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. It's like it just appeared in my mind's eye.
Cool. And then, like, for the most part, are most of the, like, which ones of these do you say come from dream states versus, like?
I would say part of this one, I had a dream that I was doing a painting with rounded squares in those 3 different colors in the lower left corner. And the rest just kind of sprung from there.
And then, like, do you know, like, in the dream, what were you painting? Were you painting this?
I didn't dream this in this much detail, no. I pretty much dreamed just the squares and then painting some other things around it. And wasn't sure if any of them are actually here.
Cool. This is a completely unrelated question, but you've got the wrestler vibes going. What's, like, where does that come from?
Just I wrestle sometimes, but the face and body painting thing was just something I started doing, and I like using my whole body as a canvas and an artistic expression.
Cool.
And I'm the first San Francisco Nude Beach Olympics wrestling champion.
Are you?
Yes.
Congrats, dude.
Thanks.
And then where's your, like, how do you, like, I see you are really a fan of really vibrant colors. When did you get to a point where you knew exactly what colors you wanted to use for each piece, and, like, how did you, like, what colors do you use most of the time?
A lot of black, but also a lot of bright colors and hard edges in it. I'm not sure exactly when. I've always liked the bright, saturated, rich colors in 50s and 60s films and sci-fi. And I always liked using them. There was one, years ago I knew an old traditionalist on Cape Cod who painted beaches and boats and lighthouses and beaches and boats, and he poo-pooed colors straight from the tube. And it wasn't until about a year or so after that when a guy I was modeling for, an artist, said, if you want to use colors straight from the tube, use them straight from the tube. But I did, because that's when they're at their most vibrant, straight from the tube.
Okay.
And that old traditionalist would hate this one because it's only got 3 colors in it and they're all straight from the tube.
I see. But, like, colors like this would, how did you make, do you have a mixing, like, color matching mixing technique, or
not
process?
Specifically as far as laying stuff out or having a specific amount in mind. I just try to get the color I want and the amount of it that I want, because that's really good to hit it right on the money like that. Sometimes it makes something in just the right amount that you run out of it at the right time.
Okay.
But this I did in layers. I like working in layers and letting things dry. It gives a very dense look.
Do you have a routine, like, when you start painting, like, if you paint every day or however so often?
No.
Not really? You're just like, I feel like going right now.
Yeah.
Just bust out a painting.
Right, yeah, and if I have the time and I'm able to do it, yeah.
Nice, dude. And then do you have like like specific triggers that make you want to like get something on paper or canvas?
Nothing that I would pinpoint is always inspiring me, but different things will sometimes. Like I'll see a scene and there's something there, but it's not until after I look at it for a while and I make some changes in my mind sometimes that I arrive at what I want mentally.
Solid. Well, I really like your work, man.
Thanks.
I really do. Yeah.